Hey, Usama.
What's up, man?
You want to go pick up some churros?
Yeah, for sure. Come on by.
Eventually, we're going to ride a stainless steel Kawasaki R143 with a 3-phase Bombardier propulsion system and new train technology.
This is a Manhattan-bound L train.
I chose this for Usama because it pauses for stops the way a great comedian pauses for laughs. And also, I don't have a car.
Okay, start making some motherfucking noise for your final comic of the evening. I know you're gonna love this dude, y'all. He's so fucking funny. Give it up for my man, Usama Siddiquee!
So yeah, you were a hooligan. Okay. So you were in Plano, Texas, suburb of Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Really nervous and shy with the girls.
Totally.
But then sometimes you would have a friend who would hotwire 18-wheelers.
We used to twist. We used to be hooligans.
Okay, so then you go to college in Dallas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You start, junior year, you start stand-up.
Yes.
These are churros.
Oh, the churros.
I'm from Texas, so a lot of Christian versus Muslim tension. What? Oh, really?
Tell me a joke that about a joke that you maybe had trouble with for a while.
Okay, so in Texas, you can test this. A lot of Christian versus Muslim tension sometimes in some parts of the state. And I don't get it.
I did that line. That was like weird. Then I would be like, they're both kind of the same thing.
Because both Christian and Muslim kind of like the same thing. You know, both have one God. They both got started in the Middle East. The only difference I can think of is that Islam is the one true religion. You know?
And that's the bam.
Yeah.
But before I wouldn't know how to like relay that in my face that I was joking.
Right.
And it would just come out like, oh, you're all going to hell and I'm so sorry.
Do you know how hard it is to be the only one in this room going to heaven? You know?
When I finally realized, smile while you're saying it, like, oh, Islam is one for religion. Boom. The smile, it changes the whole element.
You guys seem so nice, but rules are rules, you know?
You were raised kind of devout, right?
Yeah. Okay. And it wasn't even that I was raised about it, I also like I made myself more guilty and more devout.
Yeah, you were like into it.
Yeah.
Because it's like a perfect...
Well, I thought it was right.
Or so the brochure said.
Can you talk in a bigger sense about maybe how Muslim identity eventually fits in with your stand-up persona, or like how, because I know you make jokes about it on stage, but it's like, I don't know where the line is, or if you
I'm like a fun Muslim, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll pray a couple of times a day, but yeah, I'll fuck your girl, you know what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
Yeah, but I don't really, actually, I haven't prayed in months.
Really?
But yeah, but like, it's just dealing with, just trying to air out all the things I used to have with it, you know? Like, I used to be very Muslim, and I became less Muslim because I you know, got laid, and then you're like, you know what, God,
sort of
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go on this end.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with the regulations.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Sex is that good. With the 30 seconds that lasted, lost all my Muslim dollars.
I'll be real, I still have, like, I don't have that like, I'm pretty confident now, like, as a dude, because of just working on yourself every day, but like, still, I still have that sort of like, kind of deep subconscious, maybe guilt, like, for going after girls, or like,
I feel that.
You know, like, it's still, people don't, you don't really
gotta be dirty, or else, you know, because if it's...
Dude,
like,
it's gotta be a little
I'm
wrong.
not just gonna enjoy it.
Dude, it's gotta be wrong. I have the same thing where, like, I'm fascinated by the wrong, and if it's not wrong, then I can't really get off sometimes. Nate Borgman.
It's because of all the repression before.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm always like, sometimes I can't even love someone. Oh my God, this is so real. I can't even love someone because, like, it's too much of an okay thing. It's too much of a, like,
we gotta make it
wrong.
It can't just be nice.
Yeah, because of all the repression that over years.
Because you're a horrible person at your core.
Yes.
Right. So that's that's,
married women, hit me up. Wow, bro. Oh shit.
So just tell me about your impressions and what you expected versus what you actually saw in the New York stand-up scene.
Yeah, the L train was the first place I saw a homeless guy jack off.
I saw a homeless guy jacking off on a train.
You gotta talk about the homeless guy you saw?
I never actually seen a homeless guy jacking off.
Yeah. And then you realize that right before you go up, some other guy talks about some homeless guy, and it's also about jacking off, and you're like, fuck. Does anyone have any other takes on homeless guys?
In Bangladesh, people with homes jack off on trains.
everyone's trying to get the same pieces of the pie in New York, and there's no pie anymore. That's what you realize. There's actually no more pie. The pie's been eaten by Chappelle a long time ago. You know, there's no more pie. But then you realize you gotta make your own pie.
I'm interested in what got you from Texas to New York City.
I moved here June 6th, 2014. I lived with a couple of like butch lesbians. So I deferred med school for a year. I lied to the med school. It was like, my mom has a foot thing. I lived there for like a couple of months, and then they kicked us out. And so I had to find some place, and I called my friend, and he squats in some den. So I squatted there for like 8 months, and no water supply. And my friends they all knew I was working my ass off to get to New York. One of my friends started a Kickstarter and raised like 3.5K for me to move to New York.
That's fucking crazy.
It's fucking wild, right?
So I listened on another podcast. You were in college.
Yes.
And you had some really kick-ass, funny thing happen.
Oh yeah?
And that's the first. Yeah, you had some video or something.
I did this video to get snow. Snow dance to call upon the snow god. The snow god, so we can like get snow and then have a snow day and then you know, get school canceled. So I did this dance. And after I did that, I remember some girl.
Can you do any of the dance? Like,
well, it was a lot of this and a lot of disco shit, right?
is there any like foot moves at all?
It was hip.
Okay,
A lot of hip, a lot of arms, dude.
Am I gonna be able to find that later? Like,
Oh yeah, I can totally show you. If you want to use that as a C-roll or whatever.
more churros?
Yeah, for sure. Well, don't mind if I do.